breaking news this evening here. Ballot boxes are on fire across the states, man. Let the games begin. Donald Trump is in the lead per all the polls and the fantastic rally he is doing out there all over the place. I mean, he is monstrosity out there. He's doing his thing. Um, his campaign is doing a phenomenal job, and I'm loving it. I am loving it. I am loving it. I am loving it. And as you can see, this is obviously for educational purposes. You can consider it voters' education if you would like. But we love you guys. We love the audience. We love having a chance to build with you guys and bring you guys some facts on what's going on. So we got major news out in Oregon and Washington and Portland, Vancouver, Washington, Portland, and Oregon. So we got major news. And I just did a podcast on election security, the frivolousness of it, the um, the operations that was in place, and then here's another part of that story. So now you got ballot boxes on fire in multiple states. You talk about thousands of votes. You got judges, federal district court judges in Virginia telling the governor to put non-citizens on the ballot. You got thousands of fraudulent Democrat registrations. I mean, what do you, America? Are you asleep? Are you asleep right now? If you are, wake up. How was your day today? Because the day is still going. There's still stuff going on. You thought just because you went to work today and you completed those tasks and you ate dinner and you kicking your feet up and you having a good time with the family that the day was over with? Nah, man, the Brother Ill show is alive and well, and we're going to capture these operations. So we won't be talking about, oh man, that's fake news. Whoa. Wait a minute, this MSNBC. This MSNBC. This all over the hookup. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of quite convenient that is happening right now while Trump is speaking to the world and is doing a marvelous job at pushing the issue, making his case to the American people. And you really don't have to do much. Like Trump does not have to campaign hard if you really think about it. People showing up because they living through the adverse times from this regime. And all these people, all these selfish people sit up there talking about, oh man, what? What about the nation? Everybody want to be so selfish in their trauma. Oh man, he's pink, they're green. I'm blue and I'm yellow. Stop, man. Cut it out. I'm a he, she. I'm a she, he. Cut it out. Cut it out. All of those things are byproducts of an illusion. We are Americans. We are under a covenant called the Constitution. We are all one people bearing one free national name because we're a free people of a free nation. We're a free nation of people, a sovereign people, a wealthy people, a brave people, a ancient people, a historic people, a leadership kind of people. You understand me? And so here go an opportunity for us to stay in the game. To stay in the game. Brother Else gonna throw you an alley oop in just a minute here. You understand me? But Trump don't have to even campaign. If you go to the grocery store, got some gas, or looked at your bills, or looked at your the value of the money, if you looked at the national debt, if you looked at the open border policies, if you looked at what the heck is happening right in front of you, and you're not an agent of what's happening, then man, look, man, you can see with all three eyes, man. Even with your third eye. You understand me? Even with your fleshy eye, you can see what's going on. And so let's check it out.
Police found an incendiary. Breaking news from the Pacific Northwest. State election officials are working to determine how many ballots were destroyed overnight after two apparent arson attacks. Drop-off ballot boxes were apparently targeted in Vancouver, Washington, and Portland, Oregon. Police found an incendiary device, that's their phrase, inside the Portland ballot drop-off box. County elections officials say fire suppressant inside the drop box protected nearly all the ballots. Only 3 were damaged. But officials in Vancouver fear that hundreds of ballots could have been damaged or even destroyed. It is not clear if the two are connected. The FBI is investigating. Breaking news from the Pacific Northwest.
It is investigating. Yeah, I bet. But here goes some more images coming up out of there. Wow, hundreds of ballots. We don't know who they was for, right? Was it for Kamala? Was it for Trump? Polls say Trump is winning by a landslide. So if I'm going by the polls, right, I'm saying those were Trump votes. What type of county is that, anyways? You know what I mean? Is it a red county? Is it a blue county? That's important. That's imperative. I don't have that answer. Maybe you do. If you do, put it in the comments for us so we can stay in the game here. But I don't know. You tell me. But continue to visit us at www.brotherl.com. Super awesome new products out there right now with tons and tons of value for a great price. Go there right now, brotherl.com, and you tell me what's happening. But back to the story. Trump does not have to campaign hard at all if you really think about it. If you're an American within the United States of America and you living and you shopping and you raising, you doing what you doing, and you know the difference, you know what's going on. You're an adult, right? Even if you're not 30, 40, 50, 60. If you 12 years old, you know what's going on. 15, if you at the working age and you going to work at it and you want to buy something, you like, what the heck is going on? How can I afford a car? Even with a bonus. Americans are overworked and underpaid and overtaxed right now, and inflation is an extra tax, which is the murderers of all of the taxes is inflation. Then on top of inflation, with a historic rise of inflation, you got a decrease in the value of your purchasing power of that dollar. So you're working more and you're still earning less. And at the same time, you owe a bunch of more money in taxes for the wars, for all of the stuff that these people, this regime in office is coming up with. So, again, Trump don't have to do much, dog. Sorry, Michelle Obama. Sorry, Barack Obama. We heard what you said. And we just simply don't agree. It don't take all this. And then the other thing I noticed is, instead of you focusing on the facts which can help the nation get to where it needs to be at, because you can't really do that when you currently occupy the White House. So it's like, wait a minute, why you keep telling me what you're gonna do? You haven't done it already? Like, none of you all work on an individual time frame. You work on a DNC policy. You work under a certain agenda. And so the agenda is clear. The agenda has nothing to do with America first. And we see that. We see billions and billions and billions and billions of trillions of dollars going out to other nations for whatever reason. It's not for peace. It's not for peace, though. It ain't to create peace. It ain't to create an increase to our bottom line. We're not producing a surplus. We're in the deficit. We're in the negative. What type of accounting practice are you people even, trying to? What kind of algorithm is that? We're in the negative. We're in the deficit. We're not on the plus side of things. We need to be on the plus side of things. And here's an indication that somebody don't want us to be on the plus side. Somebody want the USA to be in the negative. Listen, I'm not being held accountable for all this crap and stuff people have done before we done got here to consciousness, to leadership. It's our turn. It's our generation's turn. We're the new patriots, and it's our turn. And we're not here to bail everybody else out. We're here to bail ourselves out, rebuild ourselves, rebuild this country, and make it great again to where it's beneficial to the American people that's here, not to the people abroad, not to allies and adversarial nations. What are you talking about? This thing is so serious that they're burning the ballot boxes. Who idea was it to put some ballot boxes on the corner unattended? I don't even get the idea. Like, we went from secure to unsecure quickly. You know what I mean? I need I just don't get the way and all of this was done under the I don't want us to forget. All of this stuff was done under the guise of the pandemic. Oh, it's the pandemic, the scandemic. You understand me? So we seen Obama, Michelle, Mrs. Honorable Mrs. Former First Lady, and the former President Barack Obama. But we simply, again, disagree. Trump don't have to say anything. We speaking for him. We speaking for President Trump right now. Hashtag, somebody tag at real Donald Trump in this thing. Let him know he can sit back. Let the people do the talking now, because that's what's important, when the people will defend you. Well, you don't have to keep getting up there talking about you going to defend the people. You going bankrupt, spending billions of dollars fighting lawfare, fighting all of these attacks against you, when you standing up for the rights of the people, the freedoms of the people, the Constitution, and peace around the world. Wait a minute, economic prosperity. Wait a minute, when are we going to get up and say something? See, this is the problem in politics in the United States. We always got some singular force getting up there talking about how much they're going to be Superman. And where is the people at? The people themselves are super people. This is a super nation. So we got to start acting like it. All right, we run around here like some frail individuals. We can't fight and fend for ourselves. It is some that, by law can't fend for themselves, and that's what you got us for, right? That's what you got strong patriots as neighbors for, right? We're gonna stand up and help you, and to help you fight, whether it's the enemy, whether it's famine, homelessness, whatever kind of adversity here, we're gonna stand united. We're gonna push back against it. You understand me? But it's about the people standing up. It ain't about this singular person getting it, because nothing ain't doing nothing. It's going to take the unity. It's going to take unity to bring this country forward. It's going to take unity, and unity is our greatest strength. If we don't put this together quickly, they're going to be burning up the entire election. This is their intent, to create what they call interference. This is an interference play. And it's clear. I'm going off the poll. The polls say Donald Trump is winning by a landslide. So it's safe to say that those votes were going to Trump. And the Republicans has already been publishing that they got historic numbers and get the vote out, early votes, etc. So it's safe to say those were Trump votes. For sure. It's safe to say that, in my opinion. In my opinion. You know what I mean? But again, continue to support us at brotherl.com. We got some fantastic products and services. It's all right there. Just go there and just tell me all about how much fun you had visiting www.brotherl.com. But we got this thing going on all over the nation, in multiple states, should I say. It burning hundreds of votes. We got all kind of irregularities, left and right and left. And as you can see these scenes here, this is horrific scenes. This is our Constitution under attack. The Republic is under attack. The Republic is under attack, man. We gotta wake up, America. You are this is the United States of America is a republic, a constitutional republic. Article 4, Section 4, the American Constitution for the United States, 1787. Go and read it yourself. This two-party thing. This thing is an illusion. The country, the nation, is a republic, a constitutional republic, meaning for the people, of the people, by the people. You own the whole thing. You understand me? You own the whole thing. So these people running around here like they big bag and the ugly, when really the people is the big bag and the ugly. The people should be feared, not trampled on, not disrespected, not disenfranchised. You understand me? The people should be glorified. The people should be put up on a pedestal. The people should be served as these people are taking oath to protect and serve at the will of the people. And right now they're burning our nation down. This represents the burning of our nation. They're burning our elections down because they want to maintain power with the puppets. It's power in puppets. Puppets are controlled by greater powers. You know what I mean? The shadow group to push the agenda. So they not willing. Again, I'm asking the audience: do you think, in the event Donald Trump wins this election, that Biden and Harris leaves office? I don't think they're going to do it. It's just my opinion, but I don't. After everything we have seen for now 8 years, this outlandish, unrighteous attack against a human being, Donald J. Trump, President Donald, this unprecedented attack on his, not only his person, right, the individual, but his presidency. You understand me? Which now that ties all of us in, everybody who voted and supported the Trump administration. That attack was on us. And that's what is important tonight, in showing you these images, that it's greater than Trump. It's about you. It's about Trump is doing his job, sounding the trumpet. He's done his job. His job was to get out there and tell the truth, sound the trumpet to the American people, call forth, summons the great republic, summons the great republic. And that's me, and that's you. And that republic, that principle from which it was founded, comes from our ancient ancestors. The greatest contributors to civilization on planet Earth. We set up the platform. We paved the way for the United States to even exist. To even exist. So you can have great honor in your civic obligation. You understand me? Because you come from great value, great American value. You are not a slave. You are a free American. You are a free man, a free person, a free woman, a free child. This nation is about freedoms. And right now, your freedoms is on the line. Your freedoms was in this ballot box. You understand me? And somebody said, well, we're going to burn down the country. And this is what burned down the country. This is what the invasion looks like. You're being invaded on your elections. You're being invaded on your borders. You're being invaded on your economy. You're being invaded on your global interests. You're being invaded every which way that you can look up, because you have allowed, some the snake in the house. You allowed them in. They came in there with a shiny apple, and it was bitter in its core. You understand me? We was on the couch, too busy debating and talking, too busy not paying attention, not engaging to the election, not engaging to our civic obligation. And because we failed to be engaged at the highest level, we created our own default and created this really was a secession. We didn't cede the power over to some foreign people, some people who working on the behalf of. Think about where all the money's going. All the money's going to foreign nations to fund wars. So it's safe to say these people are foreign agents. These people are foreign agents, foreign dignitaries, and pretending to be a U.S. president. We had already caught Crooked Joe Biden and what his family was doing. We caught them. We caught him. We caught him when he was the vice president doing dirt. We caught him when he wasn't the president. He's been getting paid. He's been a Manchurian candidate since he was the VP. They set him up sweet over there in next to Chinatown at that little university where the Chinese was funding the university, giving them all kind of multi-millions of dollars of grants, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, we already know the scam. We know the scam. Congress did a pretty decent job at getting that information out to the people in the court of public opinion. We seen what Crooked Joe and his family was up to. They was selling the Biden family's name. They was selling the brand. That was the business. You understand me? Over in foreign countries. See, they ain't talking about this stuff no more. This stuff is out of the media now. It's out of the rotation. But we didn't forget. Real patriots did not forget, because we understand the selling out it cannot be tolerated. It's zero tolerance for selling the country out. That impacts our children. That impacts our ability to expand our growth, our business growth. That means the country can't grow. This country is built on the backs of small businesses. Entrepreneurs built this country. We built this country. Americans built this country. So you gotta understand what's going on. Either you're gonna stand up and fight, be aware, be engaged, push back, fight against propaganda by studying, knowing the facts, stand committed to the facts. Don't let your trauma and heal. Forget trauma. I'm not saying forget it like don't act like it don't exist, but deal with it, heal, move on. This is the land of the brave, ladies and gentlemen. This is the home of the brave, land of the free, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a situation where you're gonna sit here and just be down and out, to be down and out, and we're gonna come in and support you being down and out. We don't support depression. We stand up and fight. We are Americans. We are Americans. This is the land of the free and the home of the brave. We got to stand up and defend. You got to get your eyes on the prize. This ain't going to make the country great again, and you sitting there on the couch. No, all hands are on deck. All boots on the ground. All able bodies must be summoned to the round table this evening. You got to understand your assignment. The assignment, the mission is freedom. The assignment is you got to defend your freedoms. You can't just wake up and say, "Oh man, I'm good." You're not good. You got to participate. You got to participate. Everybody has to participate in the uplifting of fallen humanity. Meaning they got to help uplift themselves. That's what being American is all about. And then coming over here, and coming on this land, and you sitting around here, and you acting like a sore thumb. Nuh-uh, we got some things, we got some herbs and things that we can put together to help heal your thumb and get you back on the right side of activity. You understand me? Excuse me, I had to pick some stuff off the floor. But you got to get around the right round table. This is America, the continent. The country is the United States. It's a constitutional republic. Do you understand how this thing came about? People shed some blood. People was martyred. They had to lay down and sacrifice just as well as every other free nation. So people had to pave the way for you to be here. And they were not, and they probably was afraid. But they faced their fears. They faced their fears and looked into the future and seen there was a future for their children. They seen it was a better place for their children. And they stood up and they defended their freedoms. Ain't no other way it's coming. Now you can pray on it. You can sleep on it. You can teach on it. But if you ain't about getting out there taking care of that business, doing your part impartial to make sure this country is in good standing. You understand me? Your ancestors, they left their legacy in your hands. What are you going to do with it? Your ancestors, they left their legacy in your hands. They fought. They stood on the rock. They've been to the mountaintop. The question is, what are you going to do with it? They pass you the ball and say, I've done all I can do. It's your time. Now, what you going to do with it? You going to cut the TV off for a few minutes You're going to get off that screen time a few minutes and figure out your role in this great movement to make you great again. Because the attack, when you say the country, you're talking about you. That's just like a utility. That's like a middleman. That's like a buffer. The issue is your freedom, your ability to express yourself under the First Amendment. They talk about how Trump is going to do this and that. It's all garbage. We actually seen the Twitter files. We actually seen the FBI files, the Facebook files. We actually seen the congressional hearing. We actually seen the reports, the FBI reports that came out to show government collusion with big tech to censor America's protected speech. We actually seen the court cases finding. Come on, man. Like now you're going to speak out the other side of your neck like we just wasn't. So that's the kind of disrespect you have for Americans. You think that everybody's sitting here deaf, blind, and dumb, huh? No, not by a long shot. Not by a long shot. We Americans can read. We have high reading comprehension skills. Somebody messing up the numbers and gave these people some type of an illusion of a thought that they was going to get down on us again. No. You didn't get down the first time. It just wasn't enough collective consciousness behind what's going on. It wasn't enough collective consciousness. You understand me? Activated on the subject matter on what's going on. Now we're here, and now we're here to heal. This nation is being redeemed right now. The people said, nah, man, you can't trick us with identity politics no more. You can't push some crayon, a script to me. Oh, you should vote for him because he's black. You should vote for her because she's black. You should vote for him because he's a black man. She's a black woman. Stop. Nations are identified through nationality. I'm an American, and actually I'm Moorish American. You understand me? You understand me? So don't be running around here pushing that narrative as if we supposed to believe that. We rocking with that. No. We know that that's a code word for you, the enemy. And you looking to devalue and rob us of our heritage as you have been doing. You've been hyper perpetuating the current conditions of the people and actually putting them in a more hypnotized and dysfunctional and a handicapped situation. You understand me? No. The people are seeking relief in this election. Going all the way back to that scandemic that they hit the country with, that issue still has not been resolved. We need our reparations for the pandemic. We lost good people behind a bio attack on the world and the American people. We lost good people. Somebody got to be held to account. What happened to the scandemic? These people around here writing books, getting paid millions. You understand me? Then they turned around and hit us with the vaccine. And a lot of people lost their jobs, lose their lives, lost their health. No, the people need reparations, retribution, restitution, redemption, and every other thing. We need to be compensated for that. And some people need to be held to account. Everything, they hurried up with the Ukraine distraction. You understand me? And the whole pandemic discussion got lost. Not with real Americans, it didn't. Not with real patriots, it didn't. You know how many of our children was impacted by that educationally, academically wise, emotional wise? You know how much that was an attack on our cognitive development of our youth? We ain't even got to the other parts like the sports. How many children went back to school, graduated, wasn't in the right grade in the first place? Definitely wasn't in the right grade after going. It wasn't that grade level in the first place. So then they get hit with a pandemic. They out of school and somebody threw them back in school and put them online and telling me they prepared to be functional adults in this country. You're weakening our infrastructure. That's exactly what happened. That's a generational impact. We already was dealing with academic issues in this nation. On a global level, national, domestic, state, city, local, all of that, we had issues already. And this is not nothing new. So imagine This slapped us in the head. In the vulnerable community that's already vulnerable, now you come back with inflation and everything else on some people who's already beat up, who's already beat up. And the moment they get a chance to lift themselves up, you push them back down with some bizarre episode of sequences of events that we all feel like these were engineered. These were engineered outcomes. You understand me? Where is the accountability at? Get Trump butt back in that office because he owe us still. We was not done with that administration. We were cleaning up the house. And we are not done. Somebody interrupted what we had going on, cleaning this mess up. Not only here domestically, but around the world. No. Around the world. Allies, adversaries, all of them. We treated them with the same respect. We gave them the same honor. Come to the table and come right. Come to the table and come right, dog. Don't come in here with that mess you came over here from the last 20-some years with them other guys holding the office down, selling the country out. Don't even think that's going to be the case this time. We got to get this thing right. And since y'all been getting down on us for all these years, excuse my language. We due for a win. I know you shouldn't have no problem with this at all. You've been eating off the backs of the United States for years. For years. You understand me? So, I don't know, what you've been told or what you've been sold, but man, look, you ain't even eating real food in the United States. You got to fight like heck to get you some real food that ain't poison, sprayed on, stepped on, cut on, GMO on. You tell me Maha. You ain't heard of Maha? That's Robert Kennedy Jr. That's Brother Ill. That's all of the scientists that's been out here pushing holistic health, healthy foods, what to look for, bringing the consciousness up. Maha, make America healthy again. Why they ain't talking about that? Or they just talking about Black, Indian, I don't know what they talking about over there. Why they not talking about Maha? Why they not talking about price gouging? Why they not going after the people that's making fake watermelons right now? That's price gouging. That's a fake watermelon that has no nutrient value, no benefit to the human body. Is fake. You talking about price? That's price gouging. What's going on here? Why is it 80-90% of toxic ingredients in our food that's banned in other countries? What's happening here? The FDA, that's presidency. The executive office was sold out by big food companies. They ain't even food. We got to stop calling them food and beverage companies. Call them poison companies. Their companies are selling poison. They're producing poison and attacking the American people. And guess what? We are dying. We are dying. We lead it all in death from bad health that's stemming from the bad food that's able to even come to the household through the lack of knowledge on our parts as individuals and as a collective community. You understand me? That's the academic crisis. That's the educational crisis. We don't know ourselves. We run around here talking about we are people of color. Color means artificial in the law dictionary. It means artificial, deception, deceitful. Look it up. Don't believe me. You know the famous saying, don't believe me. Look it up. What does color mean in a Black's Law dictionary? You understand me? So it means artificial. Spells have a meaning, power, authority. Words can build, words can destroy. We say, I'm a person of color. That's why they selling you the fake watermelon. That's how you got the fake cucumber. That's how you got poison, processed foods all in your stores. And up in here talking about, give me $5, give me $10, give me $12. But the real stuff costs $22, $23, $24. Come on, man. That's because we stopped growing gardens. We stopped being farmers. We stopped being in tune with agriculture. We started deferring our responsibilities onto another. That's how we got in this position in the first place. We were sold out within our communities first. Then they was able to sell a nation out. They had to be able to get you to comply, to cooperate, to agree, to consent to you robbing yourself and the generations to come after you. with this false fake ideology. Somebody gonna come and say, "You let me go in here and get a tomato. I can grow a tomato in the backyard." You talking about I ain't got no money for this, you ain't got no money for that. You ain't had no money. Fiat currency is not gold and silver. Gold and silver under Article 1, Section 10 of the United States, of the American Constitution for the United States is gold and silver. We've been dealing with bankruptcy currency since 1933. And you gonna look that up too, homie. So we gotta understand what's going on. This is a nightmare of propaganda being hitting Americans every chance they get. Wow, 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 wham! Wake up, America! Thanks for joining us this evening on the Brother Ill Show. It's always exciting. It's always fun to be kicking it with my people. Thank y'all for tapping in. Share this live. Comment, support. Visit us at brotherill.com. Subscribe to YouTube at Wick TV and subscribe to our page on Rumble at Wick TV Network. That's Wick TV Network on Rumble, Wick TV on YouTube, and brotherill.com. Peace.